Konnichiwa, minasan. Welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to be wrapping up Obento Deluxe Unit 1. This unit was called Dozo Yoroshiku, and we learned about meeting people, introducing ourselves, and we also learned about talking about family members, counting both age and people, age being sai, and people being nin or ri, if it's one or two people, and also giving and following classroom directions. There will be a unit assessment in class on Friday. Vocabulary. Alright, so this is all, this part, greeting and saying goodbye, is review. Ohayo gozaimasu. Ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Sayonara. Mata ashita. Soshite being and. Dozo yoroshiku. There's also some title-related words that you probably have already heard. Sensei. Sensei is for teachers and doctors and lawyers and authors and other people who are generally older and more experienced than you. San is a gender-neutral title, like Mr., except not Mr., can be for anybody. Kun is used after boys' names, but in some cases can also be used after girls' names by people who are older, depending on the person. And then chan is generally used after girls' names. Here it says after young children's names. Chan is usually a thing that you grow out of, as is kun. Classroom instructions. We have tatte, suatte, kiite, mite, misete, show, kaite, yonde, itte, and shizuka ni shite. You can also add kudasai to any of those to make it a little bit more polite of a request. Grammar. So here are some sentence patterns. These are all ones that we've done in class. For close reading, we're going to use circles to indicate that something is a particle, and squares to indicate that it's a verb. We're going to be doing this whenever we do reading in class. So if we have the sentence, Watashi no namae wa blank desu, we have no as a particle and wa as a particle. There is no verb in this sentence, so we're not going to draw any squares. Do you remember what this sentence means? A similar pattern, Watashi no shumi wa blank desu. There's no verb, so there's no squares. Do you remember what this one means? What kind of a word would you put in this square, this underline? Sakura-san, kaite kudasai. There are no particles in this sentence. San is telling you, is the title for Sakura. Sakura-san, kaite kudasai. Kaite is our verb, and then kudasai is being added to that to make it a polite and respectful request. Then we have minasan, tatte kudasai. Still no particles here. San is making minna more polite. If we had minna by itself, it would be mi, n, na, with that long n sound in the middle, minna. But when you add san, it becomes minasan, not minna-san, just minasan. Tatte kudasai. Tatte is our verb, so we're going to draw a square around that. So we can see in these two sentence patterns, I'm going to use green. These two sentence patterns are the same. We have owner, category of thing that is belonging to the person, and then what is that thing. And then in purple we have two classroom command statements. Please do this. Please write. Please stand. Putting it together, what you're going to do is you're going to create 5 new sentences. That means you can't repeat ones that were already in this video that use this vocabulary and grammar that we reviewed. Keep in mind that all you need to make a sentence be complete in Japanese is a verb or des at the end. So, tatte kudasai could be a complete sentence. Yeah. We're going to go over these in class on Monday. On the back of your worksheet, underneath where it asks you to write those 5 sentences, it asks you to respond to the prompt. This is the prompt. It's 2 parts. What you're going to do is finish this activity by matching the Japanese with the English. So you're going to write the Roman numeral from this box here next to the Japanese phrase. You could just write a Roman numeral I if you wanted to. Keep in mind that that's not correct. You could also just use 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. if you don't want to deal with Roman numerals. You don't need to write out the whole words, but you can if you choose to. So pause on this screen until you've completed that, and then go on. The next thing that you're going to do is this activity where you have 6 scenarios, and you have to choose the right response from the options. So you can't circle it since it's on a video screen, but you're going to write A, for example, and then write out the complete answer. So you would write in the morning, or after 11 a.m., or when you are going home, next to A on your paper. We're going to be checking these in class also. You can ignore the bits about marks. We're just checking it in class. Again, pause this until you're ready to move on. Some closing announcements. I have 2 questions and 1 reminder. What do you think of the new worksheet format, where you have the notes that you have to take, and we're checking it in class, and I'm collecting them, by the way? And what do you think of the new video format, where there's no little picture of me in the corner, but there's more drawing on the screen? And also, don't forget to do the follow-up form at goo.gl/C80EKX. The K is the only one that's lowercase. Goo.gl links are case sensitive. The link is also in the Google Classroom on the posting, and I will see you on Monday.